Waffle, waffle, waffle.
Hello and welcome to Die Rollin. I'm the ever excitable Adam, and I'm more excited than ever, for it is the night before Airecon, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even Pika Mouse. So, yes, the main thing I'm going to be talking about, of course, this week is going to be Airecon. I'm actually filming this on the Wednesday as opposed to the night before, or the night before the night before. So this is exciting because, yeah, this is exciting as I get. I'll be absolutely giddy tomorrow morning. I don't know, there's something about going to somewhere where you'll be full of the same like-minded people who enjoy sitting down, moving plastic pieces around a board, or yeah, just a bit of escapism for the next 4 days. I cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. Hopefully I'm going to get this sorted out because my hair looks absolutely awful, as you can tell from where you are. But yeah, the main point of this is I'm going to be talking about everything we're bringing to Airecon, and by we, I mean I. The other two guys might be bringing some other games, but these are the games that I have listed that I'll be bringing to Airecon. But before we start that, let's talk about what have I been playing. So since February, my kind of games I've been playing has kind of dropped off significantly. I will say, however, I played a game of June. And we're talking about the original June, not June Imperium, or any of the other June games that have come out. June is a fantastic dudes on a map kind of game where you're basically trying to get 3 of the 5 strongholds, or 4 if you're in an alliance. It's just really good. It's an older game that just stands up. It's so good. And I recently watched June 2, so June Part 2 even. So I was really really in the mood for something spice themed. And not Spice Girls, but spice as in the melange. But yeah, play June. That's it. That's all I've played. No, it's a lie. I played Heat with my kids last night and they did not enjoy it. I think it was because one of them laughed at the other one when they span out, and then the other one shouted at the other one, and then yeah, it kind of like drained the fun out of the game as everyone was like just in a bit of a mood, and yeah, it kind of fizzled out. Hopefully we can play again and enjoy it, but yeah, overall I enjoy Heat, and we're bringing that to Airecon. Spoilers. What have I been painting? I have not been painting a dot. I've done 0 painting. Part of me is tempted to do a little bit of painting today, to finish off some of the Dead by Daylight killers. Another spoiler, something we're bringing. But yeah, I won't have time to do this. So the Dead by Daylight figures some of them will be unpainted if you do play that with us at the weekend. So sorry about that. I've also still doing I'm still in the middle of several Shadows of Brimstone miniatures, and I still want to carry on painting up the stuff for the next Dungeon Saga Origins stuff when I get to that. With regards to Dungeon Saga Origins, so I did film the first Glimmer of Greed video, but I'm now thinking, do I just wait for the app? Because they've just updated that the app is going to be coming out not too much longer now. I think April for the remainder of the next 5 missions of the first campaign, and they said Glimmer of Greed will follow shortly after. So yeah, part of me is tempted to wait until we've actually got the full kind of app for Glimmer of Greed before I actually film that for the channel. But then it means I'll have to reset all the characters when I've already kind of given them new equipment and stuff like that. So it's a bit trickier. I don't know. We'll see. So Kickstarter, still Dying Light looks really good on Kickstarter. I'm excited about that. There is something new coming out which is going to be interesting. So we filmed a few videos for a little game called Skull Tales. Skull Tales was a Kickstarter I backed a long time ago, when it was Full Moon Studios. They then were kind of bought out, and there was a second edition came out, and then now there's a new print coming out. So Skull Tales is the only, as far as I'm aware, the only pirate dungeon crawler which also has like a huge town phase and a huge voyage phase. So not only are you taking your pirates around some exotic island somewhere fighting the British or mummies or cannibals or all the various monsters and stuff, but you are also going to be on the high seas in little boats firing at each other. And also, one of the great things about it is you can mutiny in the game as well. It's a fantastic semi-co-op kind of game. So yeah, anyway, Skull Tales are bringing out a new print, and excitingly, they approached me to say, "Hey, Adam, would you want to film some more content for that?" So we're going to go with the we're going to go back to basics. We're going to start again. We're going to go through the as much as we can before their campaign comes out. So if you guys want to check out what the Skull Tales is like, tune back into the channel, and we'll be doing a full series on that. Thanks to them, because they're going to send us another print run of it, because basically my copy, we stopped filming it because it got water damaged. I had quite a few games which unfortunately were ruined, including Uprising. So yeah, so hopefully now we've got some of those, we can bring them back to the channel for you. But yeah, so Skull Tales, it'll be back on the channel. So for anyone who started watching the channel for that, be excited, because we'll be doing a lot more Skull Tales in the not too distant future. What else? What else? I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for everything. we're like nearly 6 minutes in, and I'm going to talk about Airecon. So Airecon begins tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I'll be driving up with Alex, and Christopher's going to meet us there. We are going to be bringing a host of games with us. And what games? Well, I wanted to talk to you about the games we're bringing, because first of all, just tell you why I'm bringing these games, what the games are, and also if you want to play a game with us, then you'll know what we've got in our little collection. And you can message me below, or message us on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you want to do that. And yeah, we can try and arrange a game together, because I'm really excited about playing some games with you guys who watch the channel. And just, yeah, it should be fun. You see how bad I am at rules, so you can probably tell me how to play these games, which is fantastic. So we're going to start off with games which I get wrong, and that is Heat. Heat, Pedal to the Metal. We are bringing that along with us, as well as the expansion, Heavy Rain. Unfortunately for us, we've played it so many times, but we've never played correct. Not once have we played that game correct. But yeah, there's going to be a bunch of interest already, to be fair. I've got a couple of games set up for Heat. We are going to have that the whole weekend, so if you are interested in a game of Heat, let me know, and I will try and arrange a game with you guys. But yeah, Heat is a fantastic racing game. Not for everyone. Like I say, my kids didn't especially enjoy it, but yeah, I just really enjoy it. I think there's something fun about the kind of deck building element of it. We're probably going to try and play a championship at some point over the weekend as well, where you get to use the garage modules to choose which cards you're going to play with and not play with. So yeah, so that should be pretty cool. So we've got Heat and Heavy Rain. Plays up to 7 players, so yeah, there's plenty of room for that. Next, the first game we're going to play is June. So obviously I played it recently. I'm fairly kind of hyped up after watching the movie, and it's going to be me, Christopher, and Alex playing that at around 4 o'clock on the Thursday night. If you are about and would like to be one of the other 3 players in the game, just come along. You'll find us. We'll have a lightsaber out, or a flag, whatever they're doing for Airecon this year. And yeah, you can join in and yeah, easily outmaneuver all of us. Alex has never played the game June. He's more of a casual gamer. This is more of a kind of medium to heavyweight game. Yeah, so he won't know what he's doing, and he also won't know the context of anything he's doing. So I'll have to give a brief explanation of, sum up June in about a minute for him. But yeah, come along. We're very laid back, so it won't be any kind of, I don't know, we're not going to be rules lawyering or anything, so just, yeah, come along, have some fun with us. It'll be great. June is a fantastic game. We'll be playing that at 4 p.m. When we get in the venue, depending when we get in the venue, but yeah, should be about 4 o'clock on the Thursday. So next, favorite of Alex, Skeptics. Skeptics is a cooperative game where you are trying to basically find evidence of a ghost. There are several ghosts in the game, 2 sides of the board. It's basically elder signs, so you're rolling loads of dice and you're matching them to symbols, and hopefully getting enough that you can banish the ghost or whatever you're trying to do in that particular kind of mission. Really fun. We played on the channel, had a great time with it, so we're bringing that along with us. Next, we're going to talk about more of a party game. And party games do well at Airecon, because sometimes you don't really want a heavy game like June. You want to just sit down and have some fun with some strangers. So we're bringing Cash and Guns. Cash and Guns is a pretty cool game. I played it once. I got it for Christmas for my family. And you're essentially sitting around with foam guns, and you're threatening other people. And trying to get the most loot at the end of it. There's a whole thing about having different characters that do stuff, but I've never played with that, so we're going to try and chuck that in So yeah, be prepared for rules mistakes. Next, That Sound Game. That Sound Game is one of the best party games out there. You just hands down, you basically have two teams. You pull a bunch of cards out. They tell you a noise. You have to do that noise without using your hands. And yeah, it's just lunacy. I brought it last year. I was a little disappointed. There was a lot of introverted people who didn't want to play That Sound Game. So it ended up being, we had a few people with us, and it was just Alex and I just making noises and hoping people would guess them. Hopefully this year, Alex has taken it as a proper challenge to try and get some people to come and play this game with us. So hopefully we're going to have some people joining in with us this year. If you'd like to play That Sound Game or play along, let us know. We might do one of our YouTube lives, which we're going to do a bunch of those over the weekend. We might just do sounds and you guys can try and guess what they are. That might be a fun thing to do. Captain Sonar. Captain Sonar is an 8-player game where you have two teams of 4 people who are both in their own submarine, and you're trying to sink the other person's submarine. Each of you has a different role, and yeah, it's organized chaos is the best way I can say it. You can play it take it in turns, or you can play it in real time. We're going to be playing real time because that's the only way to play this game, in my personal opinion. I played it not too long ago, and we played the rules wrong, and it made it not that fun. This time, I'm reading up the rules and making sure that everyone on the table is playing by the same rule set, because that's where things go wrong, when people are playing by different rule sets. So hopefully we'll get that right. Next, we're talking about the Stifling Dark. The Stifling Dark is a 1v mini game. Christopher is going to be running that game, I think, throughout the convention, where he's going to be playing one of the 3 bad guys that comes with the game. You're going to have to try and find evidence that he exists. Not Christopher, the monster he's playing, of course. And then you're going to have to try and escape or destroy him. So yeah, look out for that. We've filmed on the channel. I wasn't especially happy with how we filmed on the channel because it's all from a top-down perspective, and I think it does much better when you're seeing it from the side. So we'll probably do some more videos for the Stifling Dark in the not too distant future. But yeah, check out our video for that. And if you do want to play it during Airecon and you're at Airecon, come and find us. Next, Among Cultists. So this plays up to 8 players. I'm hoping we get a full 8 people at the table. It's a very basic social deduction game, kind of like the computer game Among Us, except this time it's cultists. And yeah, simple to play, hard to master, lots of bluffing involved. But yeah, should be fun. So if you want to get involved, let us know. Next, Dead by Daylight. This is a favorite of mine. I love the computer game. The board game is a great representation of the video game. They did a really good job at the adaptation of that. Like I said, all the miniatures won't be painted. All the survivors are painted. It's just the bad guys. I haven't managed to paint all of those guys yet because I've been doing everything else. But yeah, come and sit down and play it with us. We've actually got another video of that coming out on the channel in the not too distant future, so stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, if you want to play that over the weekend, let us know. Psycho Killer. Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Is a fantastic card game. Very easy to learn, very easy to play. We're going to be bringing the drinking game version of it with us as well. So if you want to have a few drinks with us on one of the evenings, obviously not the Sunday, then let us know and we can facilitate that. It plays up 6 people. Just good old-fashioned fun. Next, it's going to be Flick Fleet. Flick Fleet, they actually were there last year, and shortly after that, we got sent some review copies, and Alex and I had a blast with it. You are basically got spaceships, and you're flicking them around a board. You're then flicking dice at each other, hoping to destroy the other people's ships. It's such a fun game. So we're going to be bringing the Flick Fleet base game and the Xeno Wars expansion, so we can have up to 4 people playing it. Yeah, it's just such a cool little game. Well worth trying out. Lots of table presence. Come and check it out with us. So next we've got A Touch of Evil, Alex's favorite game of all time. This is a folklore mystery game where you are playing a kind of archetype from a Victorian, kind of like a Sleepy Hollow kind of story. There are village elders who may or may not be evil, and there is some big bad that is doing horrible things to the town of Shadowbrook. you are going to be working together to try to uncover the where the monster is, its lair, and then fighting it in combat until either it wins or you win. Yeah, I can't say enough about how fond I am of this game. It's got a very close, big kind of spot in my heart because it's one of the first games that really got me into modern board games. And yeah, it just very thematic, very fun. Plays up to 8 people. So I'm not sure how many people will be playing with it, but yeah, touch of evil. Chef's kiss. It's great. So come and join us playing some of that. Next, we have Tortuga 1667 and Salem 1692. So the Facade games, they do these Dark City games, which are basically books, and you open them up, and rather than it being a hidden revolver or hidden alcohol, it's a hidden board game. And Salem is one where it's during the witch trials. It plays up to 9 people or 12 people, I think. And some of your witches, you're basically trying to deduce who the witches are and cast them out of your village. Every night, you are basically having the witch kill somebody. You find out who the witches are and stuff by casting like accusations against each other. It's very fun. So yeah, that's going to be a good game we can play with a lot of people. And then the other one, Tortuga, is essentially you've got 2 pirate ships, one that belongs to the British, one that belongs to the French, and the island of Tortuga in the middle. You are trying to get as much gold to either the English or French side, depending on which hidden role you are. You could be British, you could be French, and whoever has the most amount of treasure in their ship at the end of the game wins. If you're playing with an odd amount of people, there is also a third faction called the Dutch, where they only win if everything is equal across all kind of like places. So yeah, that's a good one. We'll be playing that as well. We have The Score, which is a fantastic narrative game that comes in a very small box, but is very fun. You basically are coming up with a heist film. We've already filmed that. It'll be on the channel hopefully this month, depending on editing. But yeah, hopefully we'll get that up. It is great fun, and we'll be having that at the Airecon Expo. And finally, last before least, actually, Shadows of Brimstone. So I have decanted a ton of stuff out of all my various different Shadows of Brimstone boxes and storage solutions, so that I've got a succinct adventure that I've come up with off the top of my head, which hopefully will play well. I've not play tested it. It could be awful. I've written up 6 characters for this. So yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. The general idea of the mission we're doing this one is this posse turn up to a town. They take these 6 jade coins, which they then have to go and put into a forge in the mountain, which will melt them and release the curse that is happening with them. Every time they fail a Hold Back the Darkness roll, they're going to be taking corruption damage. So yeah, hopefully there'll be a lot of mutations in this. It should be fun, and I'm really looking forward to playing this one out. Anyone who comes along and plays will get some promo cards as well for the Shadows of Brimstone game. So come along, and even if you can't play with us and you fancy one of those promo cards, just let me know, and I'll hook you up depending if I still have some left. We can play at least one game of that. If there's more people want to play it, I might be able to spring to 2 games of it. But yeah, so there we go. And then the last game that I'm running is a role-playing game called Eat the Reich. Guys, I cannot tell you how beautiful this book is. It is absolutely stunning, and I'll be doing a video kind of review on this after Airecon once I've ran it a couple of times, to give you an idea of how it is, and then we're also planning on running it on the channel as well. This was something I backed myself. It wasn't something that was a review copy. I saw it, I was like, that sounds fantastic. The plot is you are vampires coffin dropped into a Nazi-occupied Paris in 1943. Your sole mission is to drink all of Hitler's blood and destabilize the Nazi war machine. It's a very simple system, very fun from the looks of it. So I'll be playing that on the Thursday evening. We've already got 2 guys coming in from an actual stall. They're going to be joining Christopher and Alex. There'll be 2 other spaces free if you'd like to play that on Thursday evening around 7 o'clock. Hit me up and we'll try and get you in on the game with that. It should be really fun, and it'll be all played in about 2 hours, I'm aiming for. But it just depends how much fun we're having, I guess. And that's it, guys. That's everything. I mean, I am taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. About 16 games with me to this. Alex is also bringing a couple of games as well. He's bringing Bandits, I think it was called. Bounty Hunters. Bounty Hunters, that's it. Which we played on the channel. We've not uploaded yet, but it was so much fun. It was hilarious. So hopefully, yeah, you can sit down and play a game with Alex of that because it's really fun. He's also going to bring the Brexit game by Wotan Games. That was such a fun concept. The Brexit game is where Britain is leaving Britain. So it's not like really, it's not going to trigger anybody. It's just quite a fun, silly little card game. He's bringing that as well. Christopher's bringing All Manner of Evil, which is a game I lent to him. Fantastic kind of social deduction game. But yeah, Christopher, myself, and Alex are going to be sticking together for quite a bit of it, but also splitting up at points. So yeah, if you see any of us, please come over, say hi, get a picture with us. We're dying to meet some of you guys and just play some really fun games with you over Airecon. And that's about it from me, guys. The next month, like I said last time, it's going to be a bit slower on content, not as much coming out every week. And then as time goes on, we'll be dropping to 2 to 3 videos a week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying our Wednesday waffles. If there's any subjects I've not covered yet you'd love me to cover, then let me know in the comments below. This weekend from Thursday onwards, guys, stay tuned to the YouTube channel because we'll be doing live videos. Would love you to be involved. So even if you can't come to Airecon, please come and join in the comments and the chat for these videos. Just because I love chatting to you guys and it'd be great to involve you in it, even if you can't be there. Or even if you're coming to Airecon and you want a bit of kind of like Airecon news, then yeah, come and check it out with us on the channel, which will be going on from Thursday all the way through till Sunday. We might even film the Shadows of Brimstone game that we play on Sunday. I haven't got a time for it yet. I'm just waiting for some people who have mentioned they'd like to play it. I'm just waiting to hear what time they're going to be around on Sunday to play it. But yeah, any games that you guys that I might have mentioned here that you would like to play in your Airecon, let me know in the comments below. If you have games yourself that you'd love us to check out, let us know in the comments below. But generally, just let me know in the comments below. Anything really. Anything you want to tell me. That'd be fantastic. My voice is almost going, which is not a great start because obviously Airecon is coming up and I'll be talking tons. So I'm going to go now. I hope you're okay on this Wednesday. And until next time, guys, stay safe or die rolling.